too early.
Yeah. She hasn't even done the intro.
Yeah, ready? Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the UBOF podcast. I'm Abraham.
I'm Victoria.
And I'm Julissa, and you can't see me, but it's fine. We have a special guest today, and I would love to introduce her, but I think you can tell us what your name is.
My name is Corina, the arm breaker.
You guys have definitely heard us tell stories about Corina before, and we're probably going to bring them back up so that we can hear her POV.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Did you hear ASMR?
I don't even think I gave her a chance to do the ASMR. That's why she didn't do it.
It's okay.
Vicky always goes last, no?
I always go
Or
last.
you went second.
But
That's all right.
I was gonna go, but then I was like, "That's so dumb. It's gonna be so confusing that someone's talking and you can't see them on camera." Yeah, there was no camera space for me, guys, but you'll hear me yapping over here.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Take us away. Take it away, guys.
Okay.
Who are you?
State your name, occupation. How much do you make a year? Social security number.
Want my blood type too?
Yes.
You have it.
Just in case we need it.
Do you guys know your blood types?
No.
No, I don't.
I should.
I just recently learned it.
Really? What is it?
Forgot.
B.
Really?
Yes.
Which was the
think-
universal one? The O?
Oh, it's O. O.
Yeah.
O plus,
okay.
I think.
And it's the most like rare one.
Yours?
No.
No, O.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can donate to everybody, but not everybody can donate to you.
Sí,
You have O.
exactamente.
I want to know what mine is.
Yeah, now I gotta look at my birth
How do you
certificate.
find out? Oh, it's on your
Yeah,
birth
it's on your birth
certificate?
certificate.
I'm going to go home and look at
I
it.
didn't know it was on my birth certificate. I would have just told my mom to do that instead of going to get tested for it because I needed it.
How did you get tested for it?
When I was in Colombia, they asked me for it, and I was like, I don't know. And they're like, they don't tell you in the U.S. It's on your license. And I was like, no, it's not, because in Colombia, everyone has their ID, and it's on your ID.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart.
And so
In case something happens.
exactly. And I went to go look, and I didn't have it, and my mom didn't have it. I called my doctor. My doctor, who I've been with my entire life, didn't have it. So I had to go to a clinic in Colombia and get blood tested. It was only $15, but still.
Oh, I've always wanted to do that. We should get it done.
Bruh. And your doctor doesn't keep record of it. So just look at your birth certificate mejor.
Yeah, look
I
at
didn't know it was on there. I'm so
Neither did
excited. I am so excited to look.
But yeah, guys, we invited Corina over to the podcast today, and we're so excited to have her. We're going to talk about so many things.
things.
But we need to break the ice.
Yeah.
And okay.
Well, a little bit of an introduction of who this person next to me is. She's a part of the Usually Best of Friends. Wait, are you still a part of the Usually Best of Friends group chat?
No.
I got out.
She left. Correction, she left. But she has been there since day one.
Yeah.
So all of the stories we've been talking about on this podcast, Corina has been a witness of
She
those stories.
presenced. She's been a witness and a member and a victim.
Emphasis on that last part.
Heavy on the victim part.
No. I don't like the victim part.
She's like, I don't consider that a victim.
She doesn't pull the victim card, but let me tell you, the stories you're gonna hear, you'll understand, okay?
That's gonna be juicy.
And I'm just kidding. We don't need to break the ice. We all are very comfortable with each other. But I brought you guys something from Colombia, and I want to start the podcast by ruining your taste buds for the rest of the night.
I'm excited.
No, I'm kidding. So Vicky, hold it up so they can see it. Last time that we did an exotic fruit taste test, I had them try this Colombian fruit called chontaduro, and we found out after the podcast que estaba podrido. So I brought them a fresh one from Colombia. And
What are these?
these are mamoncillos. It's another little fruit too. And I'm going to show you how to eat it. But yeah, I'm going to stop yapping.
I'm surprised that you were able to bring these from Colombia.
I hid them in my suitcase and I put it underboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. I was like, because they're so picky about like anything.
No, this is not legal.
Oh,
Like you're not supposed to bring any fruits.
Ooh.
Allegedly, she didn't do this. Okay, we are
Bought 'em
putting
at
this
the
out
local
there.
market.
We got them at the market. Yeah.
we made up the story for the podcast for views.
No, I brought it without the seed. So technically you can bring it without the seed because at the airport, the ones I brought last time, they were
Packaged.
seal packed,
Okay.
vacuum packed. I don't know how you call it. And the seed wasn't in there. So I think the seed is the thing that you can.
They're so picky. Like we bring cheese and
Exactly.
like semillas tostadas, right?
Exactly.
What else?
From Mexico.
From Mexico, yeah. We call it chito, which is like goat, like this type of barbacoa. We bring it in like these big
Like the actual
plastic-
meat?
cooked. You can bring it cooked.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can bring it raw.
I didn't think you could bring it
That
at all.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
It's yummy.
I mean, they
Chito.
they literally bring it across.
In el mercado de Jojutla, if you know, you know.
If
you're from Morelos, you know. There's not a lot of people from Morelos. I know
I was
that
gonna
growing
say,
up.
I don't think a lot
Where
of
are you
people-
from, Durango? Where are you from, Michoacán? Where are you from, Jalisco?
El DF.
Met so many
DF,
people
that's a
from
big one.
Durango.
There's a lot of people from Durango here.
Bro, there's everyone and their mom is from Durango.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
there's too many.
There's too many of you guys.
Too many Duranguenses here.
Yeah, but the music
Have you at
died.
least taught us how to dance Duranguense?
I don't even know how to dance. You know?
That you're not real
He doesn't
Duranguense.
even know how to say Duranguense.
Duranguense.
It doesn't sound right coming out of your mouth.
Ever. Some whitewash.
Where are you from, AB? Like
Sape.
El Sape. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
El Sape, what
You
is
remember?
that?
told
I
you.
remember that because a bunch of people from Durango are from El Sape.
Who?
I mean, I don't know
Never
by
mind,
name,
they're all
but
from
like, hey,
Santa
where you
Maria.
from? El Sape. I don't take
Maria
notes.
de Lolo.
I hear people that are
She's
from
like
Durango.
pulls out the notes, but tap on her phone. She's like El Sape, Eduardo.
What about you?
Sandoval.
That's funny.
Hey,
Is
where are
that
you
like
from,
a...
Corina?
From Morelos.
I don't know.
Morelos is a very small state next to
It's
Mexico
tiny.
City. Very small.
Remember when we saw it? When we were doing the
Did we get it?
States? Yeah. No, we didn't get it. No, yes, we did.
yeah.
Because I was like, Corina's from there.
That's so cute. Can I say something about that one podcast? They were doing a map of Mexico and they were labeling the states that they knew. Or
That was
whatever
hard.
they call. And they're like, we thought you would do such a better job if you were here. I'm like, hell no. I don't even know where freaking El DF is. That's how bad I am. But I appreciate that you guys thought I would do good. And then you guys went, San Luis Potosi? I've never heard of that. And when I was watching, I was like, San Luis Potosi? But she's like, Potosi? And I was like, how have you not heard of that? And the only reason I've heard of it is because we did so many transferencias at La Marqueta.
really?
And that's how I know about Santiago Papasquiaro, like all
yeah.
of those like places. That's the only reason. But then she pronounces so funny, and I'm like, bruh, I'm done.
Never heard of that state.
Yeah,
San Luis
ever.
Potosi.
This one girl that I went to school with, like, she was an elementary like best friend. She was from San Luis Potosí. I'm like, bro, I have no idea where you're from. Like, I have no idea. But she would always like bring me stuff. I'm like, keep them coming. But I don't know where it is.
But hey, at least you met someone who you've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Yeah, just
And
one
never-
person.
When they mentioned it, and they were like, they both had never heard of it. I'm like,
I don't know. I've heard of it. I just
Okay.
know it was. I didn't know it was a state.
It's not
I
that
just
common.
never-
Like, I've never met somebody here that's from Coahuila. And I'm like, and it's a big. I think it's a big state. I'm not sure, but
But San Luis Potosí is a big state too, no?
I don't know.
I mean, it's not tiny.
Yeah, Morelos is tiny.
I'm like, is
I
that
don't know a lot
Morelos
of people.
tiny?
It's tiny.
Yeah. If you
Who
guys want
saw it?
cecina, you guys go to Morelos. It's
Really?
in Morelos, la capital de la cecina está en Yecapixtla. El clima está perfecto.
we love
I love
cecina.
It is
cecina.
so good, girl.
You're the only reason I like cecina because of the tacos
what?
I had when we were younger.
Yeah,
tacos
from
are
Los
good, yeah.
Comales.
Wait,
yes.
go back.
Yeah, I remember.
What about the climate?
It's
makes it-
perfect
What do you mean?
because cecina, it's okay.
Here comes
it's
the
a very
instigator.
thin cut of steak. Y como it's Morelos, es la ciudad es Cuernavaca, la eterna primavera. It's always hot there. So what they do is, since it's very thin, they put it like on a kind of like a table like this. They put lard on it and they put salt and they let it cook in unos tendederos. Y
Like
pues está
outside?
perfecto. Yeah, outside.
So
You
it's
Okay,
know?
that
dry
makes sense.
meat.
Excuse me.
It's dry meat.
You
It's
cook
not
it-
dry meat. You kind of cure it with the sun, and then you put it on a grill. Oh my gosh,
sounds
the
so
food there
good.
is so good.
So you
That sounds
cure it
good.
and then you still cook it.
Yeah, you still cook it. They have their whole process. That's just like a little bit of it. Pero cuando vas a los mercados, están las señoras así con los discos, con sus cecinas, sus salsas de molcajete, su queso fresco, tortillitas a mano. Oh my
It's
God.
just there's just
dude.
nothing like
It's so
Mexican
good.
food, you
Wait.
guys. There's nothing like Mexican.
Is there a place like that here in Aurora that makes cecina
Not even
traditional?
close,
'Cause I
no.
never liked cecina because it's
No, cecina here sucks. Okay.
it's like they do it like in
sucks.
oil.
I haven't had good cecina
No,
then.
it needs to be cooked in lard and it needs to be very, very thin.
Thin?
Very thin. The place that has like decent cecina, La Quebrada actually has pretty decent cecina.
They have
Yeah.
a platillo.
That's what
and
Randy
it's,
gets.
It's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
the big platillo.
And La Casa Blanca. It's decent.
Really?
It's decent.
I'll take your word
Yeah.
for it. I mean, you're the reason I love cecina from Los
Yeah.
Comales. That's all I'll ever get there. But I
Yeah,
don't get it
it's
anywhere
so
else. 'Cause
good.
I feel
Yeah.
like it won't live up to that.
No, go to Morelos.
I will one day. Llévame.
Estás invitada.
Perfect. I'll see you there.
Sounds
Cuernavaca.
so good.
That's your capital, right?
That is the capital, but we're not from there. We're from a little village in the Sierra, actually. Takes
You were
a-
born there?
I wasn't. Well, my parents are from there.
Where were you born?
I was born in a hospital, Abraham.
Are you an Aurora kid?
I'm an A-town kid.
But
Who's
Corina's from Morelos. Like you like she is a true Mexican.
Yeah.
Because
Is she?
Yes, she's
Compared to
very
all of us put together,
She's very
yes, she
true
is.
to her culture. Like you really
Not me.
think that my state or whatever the heck you call my whatever I'm
from
from.
Texas, bro.
Hold on. Pause. Yes. But you know what? I can't say nothing around here.
Wait, isn't your mom from like?
Texas.
Isn't she from Chihuahua?
No, my dad is from Juarez.
Yeah.
And my mom was born in El Paso as well. But she was just born there and taken back to be raised in Juarez.
She was raised in Juarez, El Norte.
Can you guys try, before we continue this conversation, so I put, so I just want you guys to give it a second chance when it's not rotten.
Yeah.
And I gave you guys each a piece.
And it's fresh. This one's fresher.
I just peeled it. It is so
Yeah.
fresh. And I just got here like a little bit ago.
I'm excited.
Less, 48 hours
today?
ago.
You flew in today?
No, I flew. I'm just kidding. I did fly in like a day and a half ago, but that's a whole other story. I was supposed to get here a lot sooner.
Oh, dang.
I missed my flight. Anyway,
Corina,
it wasn't my
girl.
fault.
Be our guest and take the first bite.
No, everyone's gonna take it together.
We've tried it already.
Not me.
No,
Let Cody take the first bite.
Everyone's taking it together. So think
Come
of
on,
a
don't leave me alone.
sweet potato consistency, and it has honey
Like
and
yuca.
salt. Honey and salt.
Is it yuca?
I love yuca.
It's better.
Yeah, it doesn't
Bruh,
smell
it
as
already
strong.
smells disgusting.
No, it doesn't smell as strong.
It's okay if you don't like it. I just want you guys to give it a second chance because
This is way better than what you gave us
I'm
last time.
sorry. It was rotten. It was rotten.
The other one tasted like olives, Corina.
Abraham just handed it over to me. He was like,
You bring napkins?
yes. Yes, I do have some actually. But pass them down.
I like it. I like it.
It doesn't
No, I
taste
didn't
like
have-
yuca.
Respectfully.
I didn't like. She, respectfully, no. No, this tastes so different from what you gave us last time.
It was rotten.
Last time I couldn't finish it because I was like,
I know. It's different for sure.
What do you think, Corina?
It kind of tastes like yuca. I'm not a big fan of yuca.
Neither is Randy, to be fair.
I am.
Even Colombians are not a fan of yuca, to be
My
Right.
mom loves it. She loves all that like exotic food stuff.
Me too. Me too. Okay, so then, what do you think? You liked it better, Vicky?
Yeah, I like it. I could eat this.
It's so good. So this in Colombia is like when you're walking in the streets and you want something to hold you up because you're like really hungry, you'll have one of these. This is like a full portion for one person, but I split it into 3. And the second you eat the whole thing, te quita el hambre. Like it genuinely does, and it's an aphrodisiac.
Tastes like potato.
It's very starchy. Yeah.
I love it. People eat it with limon y sal. The first time that's how I tried it, and it was not good. And then the second time they're like, okay, try it with limon y miel. I mean, with sal y miel, and that's when I fell in love. So that's why I fed it to you guys like that.
I like it. Yeah, no, the taste is very different.
Yeah,
The other one, I was just like, I feel like I'm eating an olive.
it's because it was podrido.
Yeah, and I didn't like olives.
All right, moving on to the next one. I'm going to show you guys how to eat this mamoncillo. Just give me one, and everybody
Stop
grab
saying
one.
that.
Wait, where's the other? There was 4.
Mamoncillo.
Okay.
Here, you can have the dangling one. It looks like
You just
a
eat
grape.
the whole thing?
I don't. No, don't eat it. I'm going to show you how to eat it. You goofies. Okay, you're going to bite it, break it, and break
Whole
it.
thing.
No, just break it open.
Oh.
Exactly. And then it's a
Oh, wow.
like
That's
this.
crunchy.
Look,
That
you
was
guys.
actually satisfying.
And show it to the camera.
Well, it looks good.
There
like a
you go.
butt.
There you go.
Looks like an eyeball.
Let me tell you guys.
smells
So it's hard on the inside. So you have
It's
to
like a seed?
It's a huge seed. So you just have to suck the outside of it. So go ahead and eat. Try it. It's pulp. The seed is literally like bigger
It
than the
tastes
fruit.
like
Ooh.
it tastes like the red one that we tried with the little
lychee.
lychee. That
It tastes more like a grape.
Mm-hmm.
Like a red grape.
It's sweeter.
I'm
I
a
like
fan of
this
this.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
You're like, nada chontaduro. So I brought these.
okay.
Last time I went to Colombia in April, Randy asked for them, but they weren't in harvest.
Oh.
And this time they were, so I brought them over. And I just thought
Can you plant the seeds and grow them?
I'm sure you can, but I don't know if I can.
Would it grow here because of the weather, though?
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah.
No, because it's tropical down there and hot. Yeah.
Yes.
Probably wouldn't grow.
Probably not. Yeah.
But yeah, this one's really good. It's like it's hard to hate.
It's like a
this
mini mango, kind of.
one. Mango grape.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That one's good. Anyway, let's get to the nitty gritty.
Let's get to the juicy stuff, and I'm not talking about this mamoncillo.
I'm saying that.
Did I even say the name of it?
That sounds so funny.
Bro, that's because you're dirty-minded Mexican.
How?
It's just the name of it, okay? You're saying it like a Puerto Rican.
I'm enjoying just taking the pulp off of it.
I didn't get all of it, but it was good.
It was good.
Anyway, Corina, who do you remember meeting first of all of us?
Oh yeah, that's a
That's
great
a good
question.
I think it might have been you.
Julissa?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Like at a distance,
so
I remember
sorry.
meeting you.
Yeah, because we didn't like each other. Well, apparently she didn't like me. Okay,
That's true. That's true. I remember hearing this.
Yes, but I don't think. Did I ever say I didn't like you? Because I don't think.
No, I don't think you did. You know,
because
so
that's not true.
What
'cause-
happened is when I got there was a bunch of girls that for some reason they just didn't like you, and they were nice to me, and I'm like, I don't know who this girl is. I guess I don't like her either. You know,
At least you're being honest.
I'm being honest, and I told her that, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I thought you were like a little stuck up. I didn't know you. All these girls said that you were like this, and that, and it turns out that you're not. You know, it was just one perspective that I had, and for some reason, I don't know, they just didn't like you. But
Who were these girls?
I don't remember their names.
I do.
Oh, you
Who?
probably do.
Well, Elizabeth, who ended up being my friend, wasn't it? Elizabeth,
I know she didn't like you, but there was this other girl,
Liz.
Estaba como morenita. She kind of had like a Dora haircut.
Oh, Adora.
Kind of, I don't know.
Is it Liz?
I don't know. I don't remember. No,
I think
Liz.
it was
Ooh.
Liz.
I remember Liz. I remember her
Liz, too.
crying during an audition.
No, it was somebody else. I remember that. I don't know, but it was somebody.
The point is that I need to take it back. It's not true that we didn't like each other. It was just Cori was scary and she didn't like me, but I liked her. I just want to put that out there.
I remember when I first saw Cori. She was
Do
wearing
say.
glasses. She was wearing a black jacket, and she had like her hair was split half up, half down.
That's how you always had your hair. Like
See?
I remember
like
that.
this
Uh-huh.
with a ponytail like that, but all the way back, sin partidura.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that's
With
how
glasses. I remember. I was like, hi.
Yeah.
Then I remember like seeing, well, I call him Billy, but Abraham at school. Like, oh, that's the dude that plays up there, but like he wouldn't talk. So.
Oh, so you actually
went to school
yeah, we went to Simmons together.
Vicky, obviously. You didn't know this?
Was it 7th grade or 8th grade?
I don't remember.
Vicky.
but-
Remember, we had gym in 8th grade.
The arm
Jim was
breaking
fun.
wrestling story is because he went to school with
Yeah,
her.
you told everybody at church that I broke some kid's arm.
Who,
I
me?
didn't. Yeah, you.
This was after.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
know
no,
you
no.
broke
Like
somebody
I didn't
down.
tell anybody because I was so embarrassed.
Backtrack.
Come on,
We
man.
gotta tell the story.
It happened in school.
Vicky, okay, let's catch
Oh, we just
everybody
think it
up.
happened, Vicky. You just like randomly on the street.
something.
At the bar. No.
What? Okay.
No.
Okay, Corina, tell the story from the beginning.
whole perspective.
No, so growing up, I had like an unhealthy relationship with wrestling. I loved it.
Here we
Okay,
go.
like, I really love that
Unhealthy.
stuff. Unhealthy. You know, like I watched that
That was
religiously.
healthy.
Like, dude, come Monday night, like at 7 or
Monday
6.
Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw. You know, pasaba el paletero. I'm like, I'm gonna get my paletas. I'm gonna watch some good wrestling. And yeah, I really liked it. And for some like messed up reason, I thought that wrestling at school was gonna be like wrestling on TV. And my coach. I showed up to the tryouts. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna use chairs and boys. I was not okay. Like that's what I thought. And my cousin told me, like, no, you goof. Like wrestling is fake. I'm like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It broke my heart when I found out it was fake. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like he was right. It's fake. So I did wrestling for I want to say 2 years or a year and a half. Nobody wanted to wrestle me because I was a girl, and it makes sense, you know. And thank God I quit because I was.
But
gonna
you
get-
were offended because you were like, fight me.
Yeah, I was like, fight me.
It's a lose-lose situation.
It is a lose-lose situation, but you know, now that I have perspective, like I was gonna get beat up like bad, and I had like a couple of people. Like one kid fought me, and clearly, like I lost because he's a guy. But I had a couple of kids forfeit, and you know it makes sense. And you know what we should have done, because there was a couple of girls that did join wrestling. It wasn't just me. They should have started like a girls' league.
Yeah.
But they didn't. You know, it was like, okay, you want to wrestle here, go wrestle with the guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. So I had quit. Yeah, that was scary. And then, you know, like you start growing, you start developing, and you're like, yeah, probably not a good idea. I wrestle this, you know, stay in wrestling with all these crazy dudes.
In a leotard.
And a leotard, yeah. You know, Big Show, everybody looked like Big Show. And then
I don't know who Big Show is.
I don't know who that is. I'm just laughing because you guys are laughing.
No, and then like the girls had to wear a do-rag.
What?
We had to wear a do-rag.
That's cultural appropriation.
I just told them what they told me to do, you know? Like, I wore it.
Look him up in...
Yeah, Big Show WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like pictures.
I'm going to look it up too.
Yeah.
Do you remember Akishi?
Oh my God.
Everybody looked like that. Yeah.
This is scary. Let me see. ¿La nipple out y todo?
No, pero con dos, ¿verdad? Pero
Big Show.
that's Big Show, and the girls had to wear a do-rag, so... anyways, I had quit wrestling, and I had friends there. I wanted to say hi, and there was this kid that just kept like harassing me, like, "Hey, like I want to wrestle you," and I'm like, "Well, why? Like I'm not even on the team anymore." we happened to like weigh ourselves. We're the same weight, and he just kept bugging, and I'm like, you know what? Like whatever. Like I'm waiting for my mom anyways. Like might as well just wrestle. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I took off my shoes, and he's like, "Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna beat you because you're a girl," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Okay, let's wrestle, whatever." And you know, you start wrestling and whatever. And I remember like he was about to pin me down, and he was gonna win, and I didn't want that because you know he was gonna be right. He beat me because I'm a girl. I don't know where I got this strength from, but I just like tackled this kid. And I remember I was punching. You're not supposed to punch in wrestling, but I wanted to win, so I'm like, you know, punching the kid, and he's like, my arm, and I'm like, he's just goofing, you know, he wants me to lose, and I'm not gonna lose. So I kept going, and I wasn't even looking at him. I didn't even want to look at him. And then I looked at him, and his face looked like an agony, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I really did break this kid's arm because he kept saying my arm. Oh my god. So I left, dude. It was like a hit and run. That kid was there. I just started going. Yeah, my mom was out there. She's like, Corina, where are you? And I'm like, I got in the car. I didn't say anything. I was just like, yeah, let's go home. And then so I had stayed for after school for tutoring for math. And my math teacher was the wife of one of the wrestling coaches.
Oh no.
So they found out. And my teacher's calling me, Cody, what happened? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I broke this kid's arm. They're going to sue me. I'm going to be suspended. I'm like 13 at the time. What are they going to take from me? You know? But I was so scared I was going to go to jail because I broke this kid's arm.
No, and you did find out that it was broken.
It was broken.
To confirm.
Yeah, to confirm, you know, in case anybody had any doubts. Like, I broke this kid's arm. But it was an accident. And one of the first things they teach you to, you know, just to clear my name, is that you're not supposed to stick your arm out when you fall because you're gonna break your arm. And this was this kid's like first year too, so it probably didn't click. And it sucked because everybody found out. I didn't tell any of you guys because I was so embarrassed. But over here, Billy, like, he took care of it. He told everybody.
He could to this day.
Yeah, to this day. Like, I remember Danny, your brother, he would be like, because I was going to get his arm. And
Oh my God.
that is my witness. I tried to apologize to that kid so many times. Y nunca se daba. Y pues, ¿cómo? ¿Verdad? Yo le quebré el brazo.
Ay,
Nos
pobrecito.
topábamos en el hallway y él se iba para otro lado.
You're a
Y con
monster.
He was
justa
scared of you.
razón. Con justa razón. Y todos me decían arm breaker. So that was my nickname for like 8th grade. Arm breaker.
Yeah, for sure.
And then at church. Thank you, Billy.
Wait,
Yeah.
that happened in 8th grade or 7th?
I think it was either.
It was 7th
Do you
grade,
remember
huh?
Miss Ochoa?
So, Charles,
Did you have her?
you were on the smart side.
I don't know what happened. But yeah, Miss Ochoa was a math teacher at the time for, what was it like? Not AP, but like the advanced or something.
I
I
think it
don't
was
know.
7th grade, no?
No, I had her for 2 years, I think.
It's just so much funnier, like now that you're here telling us, because we've
is
talked
funny.
about this on the podcast,
No.
and it has not made Vicky cry.
Dude, it's just that the way I was imagining her like getting in the car and she's like, okay, let's go.
Bro,
No,
she
and my
was-
mom was like, ¿qué tienes? Digo, nada, vete. Because I legit thought the cops were going to show up at my house. Dude, I was scared. And then my
Yeah.
teacher calls. She's like, "What happened? Like there's an ambulance here." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's an ambulance there."
Oh my god!
And then they talked everything out. I wasn't in trouble. The coaches liked me. I had been there before. Kid, if for some reason you're watching this, or if you're watching this, I am really sorry. That was an accident. I just had to win, you know. And you're not supposed to stick out your arm.
I bet you that he like never tells the story the way we do.
Imagínate la vergüenza.
A girl broke my
like,
arm.
It's your first year of wrestling. You challenge this girl, easy target. You know, I can beat her, and you get your butt beat.
You get your arm broken.
And your arm is broken.
That is crazy.
No,
sad.
I really do feel sorry. I broke his arm.
He had it coming.
That is so
How dare he challenge thee?
That is so funny.
No,
Well,
I don't know why I took so much offense to it. You know, like now that I look at it, yeah, like guys
back
are
down.
stronger. You know, like biologically, there's no way I was gonna beat him. You know,
did though. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
bro.
okay,
You're the
well,
one time.
the one exception.
You are the exception to
No,
the rule.
dude.
Bro.
The only reason I won is because he stuck out his arm, and that's when it all happened.
Wait, if that happens in a real fight, would you win though?
I don't think so, dude. Like I was punching the kid. I already told you. Like that's like against
Well,
regulation.
besides the punching, I'm pretty
No,
sure
I
if you
wouldn't
snap
have
someone's
won.
arm, you win.
Victory. You know what his arm.
imagine.
No manches.
The funny part is that you didn't do the DX after you broke his arm.
I should have.
The suck it.
You know what? Dude, I'm telling you, I was so obsessed with wrestling and DX, you know, like Shawn Michaels, Triple H. I love those guys. We've always shopped at Sam's, and I would write that everywhere. I didn't know what it meant. Okay? Like, I had it on my notes. Suck it, DX. I didn't know what it meant. I just thought it was
You
good.
had some
She
sort
had
of obsession
she
with
had like
it.
a
I'm
sweater she
telling
would wear every
you, it was
day.
unhealthy. I had sweaters, I had shirts.
You have older brother syndrome, like hard. What in the hell?
Okay, so we're at Sam's. My mom's getting her groceries, and we're the freezer aisle. You can draw stuff on it. I put suck it, DX. And this worker, she's like, "Do you know what you wrote?" And I'm like, "Yeah, suck it." I didn't know what it meant,
But you swore.
Dude, to me, wrestling was the coolest thing like ever,
Bro.
and my cousins loved it. We were we would wrestle each other. The
girls?
The girls and the boys. Like we had trampolines. That was our thing.
Dude.
Like we loved.
It's funny because I
wrestling.
had a wrestling
Yeah.
phase too, but I was like 5. You really like
You were a grown child.
mine was
because
Rey
it
Mysterio.
started in like 5th grade.
See, that's what I
Yeah.
remember. Like,
Yeah.
I remember it started when I was like, I'm only a year younger
Yeah.
than you, so we're the same age. And I remember like 4th and 5th grade, the boys would always love that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so that was my thing. I never liked SmackDown.
What?
I don't
love
know.
SmackDown.
But Raw was my thing. I loved Monday
didn't
Night
like-
Raw.
I didn't like Raw.
You didn't like Raw?
No.
Do you know AJ Lee?
I haven't kept up with wrestling. Ever since I found out it was fake.
Okay. Because that's the only
your
person I
dreams
know,
down.
so I was just
No,
curious.
it's just no. I haven't kept up with wrestling. No, like who was like when I was super into it. It was Randy Orton, Edge. I hated Edge for no reason. He was just like the bad guy.
Wait, John Cena was it?
I
When
had,
he started,
I had
huh?
the biggest crush on John Cena.
I love that.
And like está bien
Undertaker.
feo, pues ya está viejito.
Aw.
No, but John Cena, I really like. Estaba Rey Mysterio. Didn't he kill somebody?
Mysterio?
Rey Mysterio.
He did what?
Didn't he kill somebody?
I don't know. Like real life or
Yeah, like I think legit.
think
Somebody
so.
killed somebody wrestling. I think it was him.
Like,
Like in the ring, yeah. Undertaker. Undertaker was so creepy.
What happens if you kill someone under the ring? Like, do you still go to jail for it?
not under the ring.
I mean, in the room.
Well, this,
You're so cute.
this is like all acting. So like, if someone dies, it's like accidental
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
everything's
Doing it on
planned
purpose.
out.
Yeah, so it's very practiced, and it's like, yeah, because the only reason I know it's practiced
I'm
is
gonna look this up real quick.
yeah, you go ahead, is because after the reason I was asking about AJ Lee is because at Benedictine, after we graduated, they had a special speaker, and they were calling alum to have like a what's it called? A panel.
Oh, okay.
So that we could ask them questions, and I was chosen for the panel. So we were gonna have AJ Lee, and everyone was like, "It's the woman, one of the most famous women, female wrestlers." And I
Really?
didn't know anything about
She was
her.
an alumni from Benedict.
No, she wasn't an alum.
Oh.
But since I was an alum, I was called to interview her.
Ah,
But
got it.
she was a speaker, and so I was like, how am I gonna interview someone who I don't know?
Yeah.
And I saw that she had written a book, so I was like, that's the best way that I can get to know her. Read her book
Yeah.
instead of going back and watching all her freaking wrestling videos. So I
see.
read her book, and I lost my train of thought.
I don't have signal. Can somebody look it up?
AJ Lee.
Wait, what was I saying?
About AJ Lee.
Oh, the point is,
Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
In her book, she talks about how she had how she became a wrestler and how she also thought it was real, but then later in life she realized it was
Played,
fake.
like,
But
yeah.
it does take a toll on your body as like a
Right.
wrestler. So it's not like it's fake and you're not a fighter. Like you have to still be strong, healthy. They have technique. Aguantar. Like they can't fake the fact that they
Body
slammed you on the freaking ground, but you have to know how to take it, how to recover from it, and how to make it more gentle on yourself. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of technique work.
exactly. So if somebody grabs you and they're like, and they smack you, it's fake because you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
But it's
it's
not-
real because you still went through the smack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But you didn't know this, Vicky?
No.
You thought wrestling was real this whole time?
Yeah. Why do they do wrestling in school then?
Oh, no,
in
that's
school?
That's a different type
That's
of
different.
wrestling. Yeah.
Oh.
That's real.
That's real wrestling. So that kind of wrestling is just like grappling, right, Corina? Like the
Yeah.
objective is to like get them on their back.
I was only there for like a year and a half. I forgot.
But like that wrestling we're talking about is like the fake like punching and kicking.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
dude, you know how fake this thing is? There's ladders, okay? And you get to climb up the ladder, like, you know?
Yeah.
So-
And they
And,
smack
and
each other with
apparently,
chairs
then
and tables.
coincidentally, the person on the bottom stayed long enough on the ground for you to walk up the ladder and drop yourself. And what a coincidence! They're still
Oh yeah. Okay.
like
I get
any
it now.
sane person would have ran out of the ring. Of course,
Oh,
you have to watch
I don't
at
think
least
I've
one
ever
scene.
watched it. I have to watch it.
You watch the older stuff.
Yeah.
I think the
stuff?
older stuff was like more entertaining.
It's because that's when
Oh,
it was
okay.
popping.
The Rock,
The Rock.
Oh, I've heard
Stone
about
Cold
him.
Steve Austin.
Yep, that's who I've heard about.
It was cool.
I only,
Very old.
but Vicky, literally, you know who you can ask? Guillermo. Guillermo was obsessed
Really?
with wrestling. Yeah,
Oh,
Guillermo and all the boys.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
funny.
and we were in 5th grade. That's why.
Yeah. That just brought back a memory. This is so random, but it brought up when you're talking about Guillermo in 5th grade. I have this memory of Sylvester asking Diamond out. Your cousin
Yeah, he's my
Sylvester asking Diamond out. Do you remember that?
I don't remember, but I remember them going out.
Yeah.
and I was like, because I had a crush on Sylvester. I don't know if you
I
ever knew
remember
this.
that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, when I was younger,
Yeah.
this was like third. This was 3rd grade.
Was it? Oh, okay, it was third
It was
grade.
3rd grade because
then.
me,
Okay.
Sylvester, Vicky, and this girl named Diamond were in the same class in 3rd grade. It was the first year Vicky transferred into my school.
Yeah.
So we got lucky and we got the same teacher. And I remember I had a crush on Sylvester. I guess I never told you, but he asked Diamond out. I don't remember the asking out, but I remember them going out. And I was always so mad. I was like, why her? Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, that just brought that.
She was
Who's
my
Sylvester?
arch nemesis.
Really?
I love her though, but yeah, she was my arch nemesis because I think I've told this story.
She dated Sylvester.
She dated Sylvester.
Yeah.
First of all, excuse me, and second of all, I've told you guys that I was like the class at the top of the list of people who write books.
Oh, yeah.
And then there was one point where she started competing against me, and I am not good under pressure. I'm not good when people start competing with me. I give up. Like I'm not a competitive person. It's so intimidating to me. Once I feel you trying to beat me, I'm gonna let you win because even if I try, my anxiety won't let me win. And so she started like reading more books than me, and like she was catching up to me with the little estrellitas, and I was just like, why are you trying to beat me? You already have the guy. Just let me have
Let me have the book.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Wait, did you get a prize for reading these books, or
I don't know because I didn't win because Diamond beat me.
did you guys have that thing where like if you
Bolded.
read a certain amount of books, they would give you like a pan pizza from Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Yeah.
A personal little
Your
pizza.
personal pan pizza.
Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there, but let's go ahead and talk about the story about Sylvester. Go ahead. When he
That was
asked
it.
Diamond out. Oh,
Yeah, that's all. It just
Wait,
brought that
who's
memory
Sylvester?
back to me.
It's Corina's cousin who
Really?
we didn't know were cousins.
They were cousins
We Vicky and I
until
were
her
friends with
15.
him.
I found out on her your
Wow.
quinceañera that you guys were related.
Well,
That's years and years
I was
later.
like, what is Sylvester doing here? we grew up with him. Because we grew up with him and then we grew up with Corina.
But one at church and one in school.
His mom is my cousin.
oh,
So
got it.
mama is mi prima hermana, and then that's
So that's your nephew.
my nephew. But it's like it feels weird, like oh tia, and you're like the same
'Cause
age.
you're the same age.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
just call them my cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma had a lot of
That's what I
kids.
As we can see.
Crazy.
It's
Yeah, that just
small
brought that
world.
memory back.
Yeah, I remember your quince. I have like very like not good memory at all, but I do remember your quince time. I was also like, this is so weird. Like, why are my worlds colliding? I don't like it.
Yeah, that was funny. That's crazy. Who knew? Well, now at least you guys, everyone who's listening to us or either watching us on YouTube, now you're getting to know who Corina is.
Well, that's literally one story.
One
y'all.
story out of many things.
And we talked about wrestling after that, but there is,
Yeah.
Corey, there are so many things that we need to talk to you about because we have you here. We need to take advantage of this moment.
Yes, who has
Hope
the
you don't have
nitty gritty
a-
questions?
Abraham, for
Bedtime
sure.
story.
Oh Lord, what are we asking?
Go, Abraham.
Take it away, Billy.
Oh, me?
Yeah, where do you want to, what segue do you want to take right now? There's a million paths we can take.
We want everyone to get to
Okay,
know
I want to know
Corina.
when you started playing the bass.
Oh, somebody's feeling a little intimidated.
He's feeling threatened by her talent.
So a little context of what's been going on
Yes.
in our history of usually best of friends. We all got really close because we all played in like a band, like a music band together. But eventually that band started off as two separate bands, which ended up becoming one band. And the reason why Abraham is asking this question is because in the
He's a hater.
two original bands, Corina used to be the main bass player for her band, and Abraham used to be the main bass player for our band. And when they both came together, now that we had two bass players.
Yeah, and they were, Abraham was dethroned, okay?
It really was.
So Corina was the leader of her band.
But we'll get there.
Wait,
So start it off.
fine.
Started
You've
off.
been you were at church for a while, I'm assuming.
You're
When Juan-
assuming you
when-
were there.
I don't remember meeting Corina. Like we went to school together, but we didn't really talk, right, Corina?
I think I've like tried talking to you, and you were like not.
I don't
talk.
remember.
Yeah, okay.
I remember we had gym together, 8th grade. It was the last period. We would have like some intense soccer
Heck
battles.
yeah, dude.
That was amazing.
Middle school was so fun for me.
Dude, yeah.
I missed it. Like I didn't like high school. I didn't like college, but middle school. Oh my god,
I feel
I
that.
really have like really good memories of middle school. And one of the things would be like everybody would go crazy at gym. Like everybody would go hard. Do you remember Mr. Ralph?
Mr. Ralph.
I saw him the other day at the
Oh,
post
really?
office. Yeah,
The
he
tall
was
guy, right?
freaking tall. Had a monster truck at a
Really?
freaking middle school. You don't remember that dude had a monster truck
Yeah,
and he had a motorcycle.
Yeah, I remember the motorcycle.
Yeah. So he used to call me Fireball because I would get red, like from like how hardcore I was.
You're
going,
so cute.
Fireball. Hey, what are you doing?" So yeah,
Did he recognize you when you saw him?
it had been a long time. He knew my brother better, and he has some stories that like Mr. Do you remember Mr. Green,
Mr. Green.
the other gym teacher, the other guy?
No.
Well, he says that when
Fat guy?
he was fat, yeah.
No,
That-
that wasn't his name, was it?
Vicky and I are both like,
Oh, Mr. Carrot or something.
Was it Mr. Garrett? I don't know. It was a way older guy. He was a gym teacher, and Mr. Ralph, and he would tell me that they would let them fight. Like they would let the boys fight.
Oh, in the locker room?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
locker room.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, no way. He's like,
yeah, bro. Literally. I was there.
Why?
Like, someone gonna stop this or what?
no. He
And
said
like they
that.
would like stay there and watch.
Yeah,
And
my
then once
brother
it got
told
too
me
serious, it's like, okay,
Yeah,
stop.
yeah. He has some like crazy stories from East because my brother, you know, he has a lot of stuff, and I'm like, no way. And he said that they would like smoke in the bathrooms at East. They would play poker and like God knows what.
poker at 13 is crazy.
No, this
No,
is
like
at
the
high
older
school.
kids, bro.
This is in high school, but at
But when you
Simmons,
didn't graduate, you probably went during the wild years.
I
no?
don't remember. I don't remember because he's
Like
10 years
2000s,
older
no?
than me.
Yeah, in the 2000s.
Maybe. I don't know, but he says that they would let them fight.
Yeah, I heard it was crazy.
Yeah.
Back
You had
then.
beef, you could take it out in the boys' locker room. Yep.
That's insane.
Yeah, but I basically like my whole life has been at church. I went to this other church and they were very strict. And originally I wanted to play the drums, but when I got to Adonai, they were like, "Well, we already have a drum player, so pick something else." I was like, "Well, I wanted to play the drums."
Hey, really?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Who
I
told
didn't
you
know that.
Yeah.
don't remember who told me.
That would have been awesome if you learned how to play the drums.
I still have that desire to like
Yeah, you
want to
should
learn how to
learn.
play the drums.
Should have been last, but okay.
Then I saw Hulk Hogan, and he played the
Hogan.
bass, and I'm like, all right, I'll stick to
Hulk
bass.
Hogan?
Hulk Hogan plays bass,
That's
dude.
funny,
Yeah,
bro.
he does.
No, I'm saying that's funny because that's why you played bass.
Well, I mean,
Hulk Hogan.
I'm like, hello, I just told you I had an unhealthy relationship with wrestling.
Bruh.
And okay, if I couldn't have drums, I was gonna have bass because Hulk Hogan. So that started. I remember going to like a couple of practices, pero pues nadie me pelaba, because like I just got there and like I was not musically inclined, and you guys know that. Remember?
Yeah.
So I was like,
You missed
what?
your reference.
I'm like, let me see if I can start something with other kids that want to start something. So
Wait,
I'm
hold
like,
on, you're going too fast.
We'll
How is
catch
that?
up.
Yeah. Wait, you have to.
So who you took classes with Juan? Or did you or
Which,
did you not?
by the way, you used to loan me a class.
Juan?
Yeah.
He left
We were
before.
supposed to have him on the podcast, but he's been on pause for now. So we'll let him know when he comes.
let him know.
We'll invite her when he comes.
He was.
My dad's like, he still owes you a class.
She's gonna break his arm, bro.
No.
No, you can't.
You should be here when he comes.
I just I remember I wanted to learn how to play, but I don't know. I really have a very foggy memory of how that started. I vaguely remember that I wanted to start something. There were other kids that wanted to start something, and then we had New Revolution, and then we had Luis on guitar. We had your brother on drums. We had Uriel. He was on the piano.
Yeah.
And then we had Julie and we had Carmen as singers.
Jose too,
No.
no?
Sorry. Before they got there, we had Jose and Santa.
Oh,
Yeah, Santa
I
was a
remember
singer.
that.
Yeah.
We forgot about her.
Yeah.
She was a singer.
She was a singer.
Was she
and
good?
She was good. Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
I had a choir with her.
But I think it was kind of
You had
we,
one.
we were all
Choir.
kids,
Yeah.
So it's like
Still needed to be developed.
they were. I think Santa is like a year older than me or 2 years older than me. I think she had like homecoming or something, so she missed a couple of practices because she wanted to go find a dress, and people didn't like that, so she got kicked out. And then Jose, I don't know if he just kept playing one song, and it was kind of hard for him to, at least at the time. I hope he has, he picked that up. But Luis was really good.
Yeah.
Luis would eat those books up, and he picked up the chords really fast. So we're like, all right, you're out. Here comes Luis.
Luis is the keeper.
Luis was the keeper. Yeah.
Wow.
And practices were just, oh man, they were awful.
Right.
They were really awful.
You guys are known to have practiced one song for like 3 months
Oh
straight.
God, let that go.
Did you not just
Which
hear
song
her
was
in
it?
practice? We're awful.
I'm telling you, practices were awful. I don't know. It was
You guys practiced upstairs,
We
right?
practiced upstairs, yeah.
But
We
let's
had that
let's
for a
talk
reason.
about why they were awful. Something that Lewis mentioned when he was on the podcast with us. The teachers favored us.
Oh yeah,
they,
you guys were the golden child.
They didn't
Yeah.
give them
Yeah.
Literally with Luis.
We were the golden retrievers.
No, the golden child.
the gold. You are a golden retriever. Let's just clarify. But we were
remember hearing
always
that.
favored, so they didn't give them the
Yeah.
attention that they deserved.
Honestly, most of the time we were goofing around.
That was a bit fun though.
It was all right. Most of the time we were goofing around. You guys would get the majority of the time. Luis is right on that. And we'd get 20, 30 minutes.
Oh, that's
and it's
not a lot.
you have all these kids who want to do something and they're not that good.
Yep.
And you need to kind of show them hey, se hace así, or this is your technique for that. And we didn't have that. At least with Juan Lopez, we didn't have that. You guys remember Boricua?
Yes,
He
please
liked
tell
us
us.
better.
That's exactly
Lewis said.
that's verbatim
Yeah.
what Lewis said.
Yeah.
He liked us better. He was real cool.
I love that.
He was
Tell
real
us your
cool.
experience with him.
That's all I remember. He was real cool.
He was so good at the
was,
drums.
He was a hell of a drummer. He was
Amazing.
really good.
He was so good.
very talented on the keys because he helped Uriel out
Yeah.
a lot.
He was a natural
Yeah,
at music.
He was really good. I don't know what happened to him, but he was great.
I think he got
Yeah.
married.
I think he got
Well,
divorced.
he was married, no?
He was married when he got there.
Yeah,
no?
he was married when he got there. Did he
Yeah.
have 2 kids?
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All true.
And then we had Rafa, and Rafa just needed a bunch of therapy because he would tell us that
What?
he would tell us that he would get beat. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that, Abraham?
No.
Wait, what do you
I remember.
mean?
I remember.
Whoa.
I want to add to that. I want to add to that because I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know who it was, but it was. I know it was us for sure. I don't know if New Revolution was a part of that conversation.
Oh my God.
But he sat us down in the first row and started talking about trauma, like, and his mom's life and how his mom like got pregnant at like 9 years old. And I think Eric laughed or something happened. And he got so upset about that. And he started crying. He started crying. He's like, this is a serious topic. But he was telling us about his life. And I remember I was like, I don't think he giggled out loud. I think we were playing around. We were kids.
Yeah, and we were
he took
bad
that,
kids.
He took that offensively and he thought we were like, well,
Laughing.
not us, because I remember I was sitting and I was just like, who laughed?
I don't
And
remember
yeah,
this at
I
all.
remember that
It's kind of like a heavy
specifically.
topic to drop on some 10-year-olds, don't you think? Like, hey,
Yeah.
let me
Now that
trauma
I-
dump this on you, and this is what
Now that
happened.
I think of it,
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so he got beat by who?
I don't remember who he got beat on, but he said that he would get beat with like, ¿cómo se dice? Like extension cords.
Oh, so
I
it had to
remember
be
him
his
saying that.
parents.
Something like that. And then for some reason, I remember him always talking about like extra crispy chicken. I don't.
You always say the chicken breast is
Why did that just unlock a memory?
Yeah, breastises, like extra crispy breastises, and he would always bring up the fact that he was like a heavy built guy, and then he got skinny.
Yeah.
He would
Yes,
always
I
bring
remember
up.
that.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys, he gave my dad advice that my dad follows to this day.
Really?
Well, because my daddy is a bigger, but he's a bigger guy. He's fluffy, and he loves his desserts. And he always says Rafael taught him that when he wants dessert, the best thing to do is eat animal crackers. Because they're actually not that high in calories and they satisfy your sweet tooth. Go to my dad's room at any time of the year. There are animal crackers in there because at night, after a very long day at work, even after dinner, he'll be upstairs munching on those animal crackers.
Really?
Yes.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah.
I heard like the complete opposite. Eat carrots or drink carrot juice.
That doesn't satisfy the
For
Like
craving.
that makes sense.
It's like you want that like
Yeah.
crunch that carrots give you, but the sweetness, the animal crackers do it for you. And I've tried them.
Yeah.
They're actually really good.
that is hilarious. But now that or at least I'm thinking about what you're saying, Corina,
As an adult.
that was a lot to dump on 10-year-olds.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I
And
never
it's-
thought about it that way, but it is.
But think about it. Like, what's a 10-year-old gonna know about like life? You
Like,
know,
what
and
about-
like I don't know, like life in El Rancho or life in whatever. Like, if your mom had a roof and she got pregnant at 9,
Yeah, I
you know,
remember that.
that's awful.
That's
you
really
know?
sad though.
But it's like these kids are not gonna really take that in.
Well,
you know,
the fact that you guys remember that is crazy. Do you remember this?
I don't remember.
Well, you guys remember
This
this.
specific.
You remember, Vicky?
I remember sitting there in one of his talks.
This proves how disassociated I was as a child. Because a lot of the things you guys talk about, I do not remember for the life. And I know I was there. Like if
Yeah.
you were there and you were there, I
Yeah.
had to be there. But I don't remember any of this, you guys. And I feel so bad.
yeah. So
I
that
still remember
was
that day.
teacher number
75.
3, I don't know. We had a lot.
Well,
of
who was
teachers.
our first? Juan Lopez was our first.
Yeah.
I think, when did Izzy come around?
That was
Oh, I
late.
forgot about
He
him.
jumped in one year. Like,
But I think it was like before Rafa and before Juan, the second Juan Moreno. I think it was in between, like Juan left, and so Izzy was there, and then Juan came back.
no me acuerdo, girl.
I remember Izzy at a different time. Like
Really?
Izzy was translating.
Yeah,
I don't remember him
see.
like being too much involved with the worship group, but I do remember him translating. Yeah.
I remember because I used to
He would
fall
come
asleep
and
during
go.
the services all the time. And in una de esas, I think I fell asleep on you. And I don't know if Izzy told you to move or something, pero you moved and you left me on him. And I fell on his chest and I was like, no, I'm awake. And I remember that specifically because I felt uncomfortable. I was like, I was sleeping on you.
I don't think that I did it on purpose. I must have been told.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure I don't think you moved on purpose. Maybe he saw that I was on you.
And he
because
wanted to
as an
help out.
adult, as an adult, he was like, I'll just hold her.
Oh, that makes sense.
But I woke up. I woke up because I was like,
Man,
Yeah, I remember that.
see these memories.
I used to fall asleep all the time.
Bro, if I fell asleep, I would have gotten a pinching of my life. Oh my God.
Those services were long.
Dude, they
were 3
hours.
They were long. They were way long.
Especially if my mom was up there.
No, especially if Armando was
Dude.
there.
Dude, I was telling him the other day, I'm like, I did not like when he showed up.
Dude, we would leave like a
Con un viento recio. Como un fuego que abraza. That vibrato was crazy on
That was always the song that he would sing when
He
he
loved that song. And he would preach forever. So not only are you, it's la alabanza, it's the preaching, ministración, more alabanza. And if you're wearing heels, like, dude, that's like 5 hours of just standing.
How did you hold up as
And
a kid?
I would get in trouble for taking off my heels. I'm like, I don't care. I can't handle this no more.
We would
Yeah.
get in trouble for that.
Yeah, que porque se veía mal. I'm like, pero pues, me duelen. Me
If they
duelen los pies.
don't, we would get in trouble by adults who wanted us to wear heels and then wanted us to stand up there while they were sitting down.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Thinking
The
about
audacity.
that, I think now I have back problems. Like I feel like I'm like, no, like legit. Like I'm like misaligned or something because siempre yo estaba like así.
Because
Y
the bass,
the bass
no?
was heavy.
Yeah,
I
it
feel
gets
like
heavy.
that was a bass for a guy. Okay, so like he used to play for me, like cover for me.
Look at him. He's being a hater.
You're saying there's a women bass out there?
No, like
Yes,
something a little
probably.
lighter. Because
Yeah.
those basses were heavy. And then, like, dude, you try holding on to that thing with heels, man.
First of all, you
No.
have breastises. Okay? I'm not one to talk, but she's like, I don't either. But the like my little satchel, you know the satchel?
I thought you were gonna
say my little boobies.
The little satchel makes my neck hurt after a while. I can only imagine a bass.
No, dude, that was awful.
And then like you're carrying more weight as a girl up here than a guy does.
And on heels.
Yeah.
So shut the hell up.
Right.
Abraham didn't carry it up here. I mean, no, he did carry it up. I was going to say, no.
Who was the guy that had it like all the way over here?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Abraham didn't carry it up here. He carried it like
Down low.
on his crotch.
I tried doing that. I'm like, maybe I'll get like some relief in my back. But to me, it felt weird having it like that low because it's like your arms are like all over here. I don't know. It was weird, but. Yeah, I started going to the chiropractor, and they're like, "Oh, you got a bunch of problems."
Got scoliosis.
Right now, you're going to the chiropractor?
I stopped going, but it was helping out a lot, and it
I
was
love
like,
the
this
chiropractor.
vertebrate's wrong, and this vertebrate's wrong, and this one, and this. I'm like, ¿cuál está bien? But really, they do say like studies have shown that like if you wear high heels for a prolonged whatever for a long time.
You said it right, prolonged.
I did okay. For a long time, and then especially if you're developing, like you can have back problems.
I did not know
So-
that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then
so-
eras bien brusca, amiga.
No, dude, like after a time, I stopped caring. Dude, flats didn't help either. Like you would think flats would help, but you have no support. I'm like, F it. I'm going to wear boots and whatever.
Yeah. I have mild scoliosis. Did you guys know that?
Really?
What the? I just remember one time. Oh, my husband. he made a comment about Joshua. He's like, Joshua's crooked. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like crooked. And I'm like, he has scoliosis, you jerk. And he was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, you're so mean. He's like, I didn't know. And I'm like, yeah, but you're over here just like talking about how he's crooked.
Oh, Josh,
You jerk.
Is it random?
Can I have that mac and cheese?
Yes, that's so funny. Okay, so going back to the bass thing, you were talking about our different teachers, and you were talking about how Juan Moreno was like favored New Revolution.
Yeah, he was really
Yeah.
cool with us. I know that he would like get the kids food, like pizza
Really?
or whatever. Yeah. And you guys would make fun of me because I would never eat the food because my mom, like every time we left the house, like you had to eat. Like, yeah, and then you were like, oh, how come you're not eating the food? I'm like, well, I ate at home.
No, that's
No.
true.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that because, but I thought it was just because you were like a very fifi eater, literally
No, dude,
growing
like,
up.
Like I'm not gonna like eat and throw up, you know. Like I already ate at home, but you guys would never get nunca comes con nosotros.
No, es que nosotros no nos daban de comer, bro.
You know, it's like she was always like about that. She's like, I don't know how long it's gonna be, or you know, whatever.
That's
Vienes de
a
la
good
escuela,
mother.
just
W
eat.
mom.
Yeah.
Like yeah, come and
For the
then
win.
you know, because sometimes you know,
Well,
yeah,
it's a gangster, I don't know.
we would not waste time, but time would be taken out of practice because people would eat, and it makes sense. You know, practice was like at 7, and people getting out of work. Like yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But he was good.
Yeah, I don't remember Juan Moreno that much.
Dalila was with us too for a while. Really? Yeah.
Like helping you guys?
Yeah, helping us, and then
So that you guys are still apart from us.
we were
this
still
point.
apart from you guys.
Do you
yeah.
remember approximately how long you guys were a band, a standalone band?
Not more than a year.
Okay.
Wait,
Not
really?
more than a year. Like
Because it felt like longer, right,
Yeah.
it
guys?
felt longer, but no, I want to say we started like in the summer. And then that December was crazy because we had to open for you guys.
It was
and
the
we
first
had-
New Year, the yellow New Year's.
Yellow
Oh my
New Year's.
gosh.
That yellow New Year's was that?
Iconic.
That was awful. What do you mean?
I thought it was good.
No,
I remember.
Okay,
I
first of all, who picks yellow in
Wait,
December?
who picked it?
You know,
do you think?
Weren't you in
Who do you
charge,
think
Corina?
picked it?
Who do you think's favorite color is
Exactly. I was
yellow?
gonna say whose favorite color
Well,
do you
I
think is
didn't
yellow?
pick it. I would have picked like red or something, but the color was yellow. That was one of many things. We only had one song, and not even.
Yellow in December in Chicago.
Where are we gonna find yellow? And then the
Exactly.
yellows that we did find was like really bad, like ugly yellow. Like
Yeah.
like if somebody had, I don't know, like diarrhea type of yellow. Like the yellows were awful. And then like if we would go to a certain store, like it would fit some girls and others it wouldn't. We had, and then somebody
You had variety.
we had a diverse group. So we ended up finding like honestly like a tank top, and I think it was
A cardigan.
A cardigan
Can I just
too?
say I
Yeah.
loved your outfits that year?
You did.
I thought they were nice,
loved
too.
them. I know that it was a little bit unfair because they dressed you guys super like formal and we wore rock star clothes.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
so
that was the
unfair.
year?
That was the year. It was so unfair. But I remember going out to pick outfits with you guys and I thought you guys looked so pretty. I was like, oh my gosh, like I love that.
It was just the yellow thing.
And
you
it
know,
was
that-
unfair
yeah.
too. We were literally wearing Converse,
Yeah.
dresses, jeans, and they had to wear black dress pants with a black cardigan and a yellow tank top, and the guys were wearing a knitted crew neck.
It was a V-neck too.
It
Yes,
was a
it
V-neck.
was
Yeah.
just
I'm
not
wondering if
fair.
it was just to like, I don't know what the thought
I don't
process
know
of that
but
was.
That New Year's, pues con trabajos vas sacando las canciones, ¿verdad? Con el grupo tan especial que teníamos. Y este,
Honestly, you did have an interesting group.
oh God.
Interesting, for lack of better words, right?
Why? Who put that group together? It's just
Who
like,
did?
did you like?
I think we all were like, yeah,
Did
let's
you
make a
recruit them?
band.
Like it's like who's down?
Yeah, who's down to start this, you know, and like who.
Because you
ended
guys
up
are all
staying.
friends, right?
I mean, we
For the most
talked.
part?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
I'm listening. I'm
it was
just gonna
alright.
pull something up that I remember.
Because Lewis said that you guys were pretty close. Like,
Yeah, Luis was really cool. Yeah, we would talk.
He literally says that you're like the only one that was cool. He hated us.
Luis had some anger issues.
What she talked about.
Yeah, but he was real cool. I remember him because everybody else we would try like a little harder because we eventually merged with you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys were the only ones that came along. Everyone else kind of dispersed and went their own
Wasn't
ways.
that why they merged? Because they were losing people?
Well, it was only two of us. What were we gonna do? Like I wasn't gonna sing, and neither was he.
No, but you guys
So-
came with Uriel.
Yeah, but Uriel.
Tell us about
No.
the members of your group at that time.
Tell us what you remember about them and how they
Yeah.
left.
Can I just say before you get started, I remember a specific
Please
moment.
don't play anything.
No, I'm not gonna play anything. Or maybe I don't know.
No, please don't
But
play anything.
I just
No,
want to.
no. That memory is very suppressed. Very suppressed.
Okay. I just wanted to show them how you looked when we remember you at 15.
Can I see first?
I'm not gonna play
just
it.
kidding.
I just
Okay.
want to show the picture. Oh,
I'm like, oh, your dad?
like I brought up this video of the interview.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, don't put that.
No, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. I promise. I just want them to see. But the memory I wanted to share was, I remember it was after church, and this was when the adult group was still there. New Revolution was a group. DNA of Christ was a group, and the adult was a group. The adults, La Alabanza, and I think it was like
Damn.
during an afternoon service. Before the afternoon service, I remember getting there, and in my perspective, I thought the New Revolution was a little bit stuck up.
Oh, okay.
Because that's my perspective. And not like you, not at all. But I
Everyone but you,
everybody like in the group, like I felt like they took that to like a whole nother level. Like I'm cool now. I'm like cool. And I wasn't, we were a part of the DNA.
Like, you're
We were a
TV,
part of the
bro.
DNA, but I was just like, I'm intimidated because like they just really took on like their rock star, like I'm a
And
rock
we weren't
star.
that great at the
And so,
beginning.
But you
We
also
weren't-
had a cooler name.
You did.
bro.
What the hell
you had
is
a really-
DNA of Christ?
You
And
had a
the
really
theme
cool
song.
song. You had a
theme
really.
song.
We liked your theme song. We
Yeah.
were just
You
like,
guys had a theme song. We didn't have one.
Yes, you
you
did.
did.
Oh my God, your
And it
theme
was the
song,
best one ever.
It was
Dude, I
way
don't
better than
remember.
ours.
I'm telling you, these things are suppressed. I don't remember.
Oh wait, that was ours.
Well,
legit don't
let me
remember.
share my story. Let me share my
Yeah,
story.
finish it.
So